There you go. You're live.
Whoa, hi everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Damon. Hi, Damon.
He's gonna peek it. There he is.
Whew. Busy, busy, busy.
Well, I was gonna this after earlier this. It was about 11 or guess 10 or about 11, a little bit after 11. Richard had left for work, and I was gonna start and finish up the last 6 big mason jars that I had to do for Mark, and I got them ready and all put on the stands and everything. Was getting ready to put them on the cup turners, and the power flickered. I was like, nope, I'm not taking that chance.
Yeah.
It'd be my luck. I'd get them on there, get them covered with resin and all, and then the power would go out, and then they'd be all screwed up.
Yeah. I get a big drip on one end, dried there.
Yeah.
Whew. Telling Damon we have a fire going. I'm in Freedom, and the next town over is Madison, and then there's another set of mountains, and on that set of mountains there's a fire up there they're trying to find and put out. But I mean,
my goodness.
It's a big patch of woods, and like, say one road gets closed down to go around, it's like a 6-mile distance out across, and there's no roads, and some of them have tote roads or snowmobile trails. Hi, Phil. Hi, Fogo. How are you? I see you're starting on the day shift now.
One of Joe come off.
I haven't caught you yet, but he's doing the day shift.
Stop. Joe wins. You finally won.
So, not much going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mark and I got the shot glasses going now, and he just sent them to me. I got them today, and out of the 24, one of them was broke, so that's good.
Yeah,
that's real good.
Yeah. Plus, they packaged them shitty. I
really?
mean, yeah. Next time we do them, I'm just ordering them, telling them order them straight from Amazon because they come packaged separately with foam around each one. These ones here has 2 wrapped together in bubble wrap. That's it, and then they're stacked on top of each other. And I think there's only one very thin sheet of foam between 8. And all.
Hey, Toby. Toby's in.
Hello.
Hey, Toby.
Toby. I still haven't checked out that show, The Peacemaker. He was watching that the other night. I still haven't checked that out. We've been watching that Roadworthy Rescues. Some guy goes around, he sees a car in a field, and he just goes and buys it. He does a in-the-field tune-up on it and drives it home. It's pretty funny.
Wow.
He gets home and he takes it apart, and they're all old, like Chevelles and GTOs. Kind of neat. Neat show. I've never been wrapped up in bubble wrap. No, there's been days I should have been. Look at you, still light out. Dark here.
Mama Terror.
Hi, Gabriel. How you doing?
Look.
Oh, did you get a haircut?
No. He's trying to show you his scars.
Oh, you got a scar back there. Yes.
Yeah,
That adds some character, doesn't it?
Oh,
He's all locked up now. He can't hear us. Oh, maybe he can hear us. All locked up. Get quite a scar going on there. Adds character. So KP, hello. Hello, Kitty. I don't know if he's on yet. I haven't seen him pop on, but I got Mama B's protein today. I'm going to be drinking.
so she's buying your drinks tonight?
Yep, Mama B's buying my drinks tonight. She doesn't even know it.
Yeah. Jason's buying mine.
There you
Watermelon.
go. Watermelon. I'm so jealous. I haven't
Yeah.
tried anything watermelon yet. I don't know if April's trying to get out or not. I'll remove her, and that way maybe there she goes.
Oh,
There you go. That worked.
right. Gabriel hit the dang phone. You know, my little man tries to take care of me just a little too much.
There you go. Yep.
My God.
Nice, sweetie.
My God.
Mama Moonshine.
Right.
I got that one.
Yeah, you can go next year.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
And what is that? Hell yeah.
you know it.
Hey, Roy.
You go.
He's just getting off the phone with Kenny. He's already tore up.
Right.
My bar.
Let's get home.
You mad at Farmer?
Yeah.
Well, you're always mad at
Hi,
somebody.
Kenny. I haven't even
Kenny.
started yet. I haven't even started yet. It's pretty good. I know the other night I got into that fireball and caught a buzz off that fireball. Pretty funny. There goes Mama Moonshine again.
Hello, KP.
Make sure I get a clean glass there. I couldn't tell.
I'm trying to clean off my desk, my workstation. Looks like a mini tornado come through it.
I went and planted some plantain today. I dug it up and just transplanted it where it's easier to find.
I hung up a
Pegboard up there.
pegboard, and then hung up a couple of baskets that I can put stuff in.
There you go. Storage is always cool.
Yeah, to make a little bit more room.
Yes. Elbow room.
Yeah.
Gonna be.
She coming in?
Oh no, not yet. I was smelling her protein. That don't sound
Oh.
right either.
Sorry, you might have a headache. Kind of did a somersault.
I don't know why mine's so skinny.
Is it your new phone?
Yeah, and I've had it on before. I don't know why it's like that. I don't know. Then I had it on the computer one, and it's like right here in my face. It's like you can count all my freckles. Ooh, Mama B. It's got a bite to it. Yum. Ooh.
I
I found an old postcard today of where my camp is. It's a photo from the top of the mountain across from us, looking down
Oh, yeah?
through. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah.
Ow, God, dog it, that hurt. Smashed my knuckle.
I had it in my pictures and just found it. I'm cleaning out stuff. Making albums and stuff. Stack of pictures all in a box, you know, it's like put them away.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's almost the end of August now. Another week.
Not even that.
Yeah. Yeah, not even. Yeah, it's 28th. Yeah.
What, 3 days?
Yep. 3 days.
Yeah.
I beat the record. I beat the record by the end of the month. It's nice when you do that. Lisa, I heard you went to 4-wheel drive the other night. Wow, I was definitely almost in 4-wheel drive. We had limited slip.
Really? When was that? Friday night?
Monday night.
Oh, yes, Monday night. Because you
Yeah.
said you was going to be that way on Friday, but you didn't get there and all. But
No, I didn't. I did Monday.
yeah, I remember I come in the last little while of the show.
They were trying to get me into Trade Knots the other night. I was out. I didn't look. And Roy sent me a link, and then it was late night. I'd have to look see what time it was, but it was late night. And Chris Paulin sent me one. Lisa, get in here. Yeah, Monday night I was misbehaving.
He sent me one 2 times on Tuesday, but Richard was
Toby.
off, and no, he was off Sunday into Monday, and neither one of us got to bed till like almost 4 o'clock that morning.
Toby's
And
our
all.
only fan. Now I have 6 watching. It says right now. So it'd be Toby, Earl, KP, Marfugal, a couple of them. Creepers. There's creepers in here.
Did you ask me about my sign out there that I put on the chicken coop?
Yes, yeah, yep.
This is what I used.
Oh, scorch paste. Yeah. So then you just take and run a
And
torch over.
I made the stencils for it on the Cricut, and then I reverse weeded it, left the whole sheet, and then pulled out the inside and all. And then I used the transfer tape and pulled it up off that and put it on the boards, and then smear this on it.
Yep.
And then you take it off if you put too much on, and then you just use your heat gun and go over it and burn it. Yeah.
Smoke break. Hi, Apple. How you doing, Wes? Smoke break. What do I want to smoke here? Where are you going? I'm not. I can't remember what. Oh, this one is blueberry. Ding, ding, ding. You guys are going to have me misbehaving. Yeah, Monday night. I was on a roll. I don't know. I was wound up. I thought it was going to come out Friday night, but Friday night I was pretty good. I behaved myself. I didn't think that fireball I got into that much, but you can tell where it was. I went down the bottle like that far. So I don't know how many shots I did. I went out and was bugging Tim. Wound up on a Thursday. There you go.
Oh,
We
hang
get
on. Just
wound up every once in a while. Where's Shonda? We gotta send Shonda an invite too. Yes, Fireball is fun. Well, I got looking at it and it was like 66 proof. I'm like, yeah, I'll go lightweight tonight, you know? Nope, not if you do enough of it. You do enough of it and it catches up with you. That was fun. I was good. I was a good girl. I didn't say
so is that banana pudding sipping cream. If you're sitting here and you drink it and drink it and drink it and drink it and drink it like I do, you don't feel it. But the second you get up, you're like, holy crap, what did I just do?
Shonda's good people. Yep, Shonda's good people.
Yes, she is.
I sent her a just thinking of you note the other day because that was weighing on me. She's good people. Good people. We gotta start sending her a invite when we come on. I'll send her one. Just most everybody comes on when we go after hours. It's when Roy comes on and Earl and them guys come on after hours.
Yeah.
We do a couple hours if we can gab that long. I had seen that burn stuff and I forgot about that you use a heat gun on it. That did look good. My girlfriend started doing wood burning, but she uses that tool there. And she did some signs for her son's wedding. They came out really good.
Yeah, Richard put some sealant stuff, wood something on it.
Yep, polyurethane.
Yeah.
I'm typing on my computer and looking at my phone, wondering why nothing's coming up. There, I sent Shonda one. She wants to come in. She can get in. Sunkissed Orange. Yes, I have asked her a few times. I don't know what she's up to. Yeah.
She
I
is a
figured-
busy little bumblebee. She is always going somewhere.
Yes, yeah. She
And,
usually pops into the comments and I ask her if she wants to come in. Hang out with us. I'm thinking on my little coffin box thing that I made, I'm gonna have to paper mache it so that the paint sticks.
Yeah.
And then I've got some plaster of Paris stuff. I'm gonna
Sure.
see if I can't play with that and make something. Get some sand and press a skull down into the sand, to make a mold. And then
Oh,
use that
yeah.
plaster of Paris,
Oh,
It'll
yeah.
look rough. It'll look rough, but I want it to look like it's a old 1700s casket anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna worry about it too much.
It's right
Hi,
there.
Morgan Stewart. How are you tonight? Sitting here. Damon said he sent everybody else invites.
Hello,
Oh.
Morgan.
Yeah, Mama B's poutine. It's what came out of the fridge door. Hell yeah, Toby. No.
Oh, God. Which is?
and taking, I figured I'd have to paper mache that box so because it has painter's tape and I don't think the paint will stick to the painter's tape. And I don't want to put the time into it and paint it and have it chip, and stuff.
She does.
But I started making a pattern to make another one. I want to make this one with a flat top. This one looks like this, but I want to do a flat top one.
Oh,
It
yeah.
has a flat top on the top. But that's the box I made in case anybody didn't see it. Meow. Meow. Yes. It was fun. It kept me busy.
What are you going to do with it?
I'm gonna put it up on the wall, put little knickknacks in it. Little bottles and stuff. The tiny stuff that you have to move all the time and
Oh, yeah.
it's in the way. Thank you, Kenny. It says New Hampshire on it. It's from the White Mountains. On the bottom it says the White Mountains, Maine, New Hampshire. That's where I am.
You pronounced it wrong, baby.
What?
It's New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. We were talking about that the other night, how my camp is in New Hampshire, but I can roll a rock and be in Maine. And my house is in Maine, and I'm only 3 miles from New Hampshire. So I'm right on the border.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm 8 miles.
You can straddle the state lines and be in two places at one time.
Very easily. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
On the state
Yep.
line.
Growing up, our property went right straight to the main line. The whole farm had the main line as a border for the property line.
Get down.
But after my grandparents died, my father and his siblings split it up and sold it off. So I have my 1/3 of whatever up there. So I'm 8 miles from my house to my camp. So I can go to New Hampshire 3 miles this way on the road. But going up and over the mountain and getting to my camp is 8 miles.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to start ripping the camp apart pretty soon. I'm going to get rid of all the old cabinets and stuff that are in there and redo the kitchen a little bit. I don't want nothing fancy. It's a camp. I may live there, but I like the camp. I like it simple.
Yeah.
I'll probably put a gas stove in or something. Propane stove. And that'll be my most, glamorous piece
Where
of
are you
equipment.
at?
I use a hot plate or cook outside.
No.
I have a little hot plate I plug in. I
Where
don't
are you
trust
at
it.
now? Are you at Tim's, the camp, or your house?
I'm at the camp. So it'll be neat. I'm gonna change rooms with Christopher. We're gonna swap rooms. And Tim's gonna be bringing Sarah with him, so the bees are awful. You can't find any of that wasp spray or anything at any of the stores. And the hospitals and rescue are saying they've had more calls for bee stings this year than they ever have.
Wow.
Yeah. Apple is a fucking bee magnet, yeah. Yeah. We had a bear that was coming into the orchard and getting into the orchard, and my boss finally hunted for him, and he come down off the woods with it and brought it down to where we were working in the apple orchard, and that thing was covered in them hover bees. Those little tiny hover bees. It was covered in them. It's like skinning them and swatting, you know, it was skinning and swatting, skinning and swatting. It was covered. They were all up there mad at him because he was rolling around and getting drunk on apples. You could hear him at night. You could hear him up there. They get drunk on apples. You hear him moaning and fighting. Yeah. It's funny. It was just over the other side of the mountain from where my camp is. You go up and over my mountain and down the other side. He was on the other side. And, we didn't have that much of a bear problem, but he did because he had the apples. That
Oh,
drew
yeah.
him in, you know. We had the blueberries, but blueberries don't last as long as apples, you know. So we'd have a bear problem a little bit during the blueberry season, and now you can't walk in that blueberry field. They never took care of it. We used to burn it every other year. We'd burn it, and they never took care of it. Now it's all grown up with poplars and stuff. It's scary thick in there. If you're walking a trail, you know something else has used that trail too. It's
Yeah.
thick in there. It's very thick. So yep, so I'm gonna be moving. The background you see it'll be changing, and swap rooms with Christopher, and he's gonna get the bigger room more, you know. I can spread my shit throughout the camp. He likes his stuff right there, so he's got all his stuff. And we're gonna take the kitchen apart. I was joking around with a friend of mine. My mother, you know, she kept a lot of weird stuff. Like she'd do the prepping thing, you know. So she's got like 8 cans of chock full of nuts coffee. It's like from the 80s. You know, it's like I don't know if that coffee's any good. You know, shake and bake from the 70s. You
Those
know,
cans are full of stuff.
Yeah.
so I've always kept the things because they look neat when you open an old cupboard and there's old food in there. It's old design and stuff. I've always kept it, but it's time to get rid of that shit. You know, throw it out.
You're
Old
going to keep the
spices.
cans, though, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll keep the camp. I'll never get rid of the camp. I'm 5th generation, so my grandson and granddaughter are 7th generation to walk on that property.
Wow.
Yeah, so
I mean, the cans that the food come in and all, you're saving
yeah.
the cans, aren't you?
Oh, I don't know. It's not a big camp. I lived right out of boxes for the longest time. I hate to change anything that, you know, my mother had, you know. I kept her dishes right on the dish rack and stuff, and I don't know. Time to change. Let it go, let it go, let it go.
Let it go, let it go.
Yeah, I got my little spot that I cook and do my shit in, and I have little spots where it's still all Nana, you know? So I don't need shake and bake from the 1970s. You know, and just a lot of stuff that I'll never use, you know, like she'd go to Goodwill and she'd buy like a George Foreman grill, never use it. So like there's 2 George Foreman grills there still in the box, brand new, but I won't use them either, you know, but I've kept them because Mom had them, you know, and they're new, maybe somebody will want them, blah, 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 blah. No, let's go, throw you in the yard sale, 25 cents, haul it away and I'll give you 25 cents. You know, so shots, Damon says. I'm not sure if that's the new one or the old one of her protein, and I'm not tasting the oatmeal in this one, so.
You still have a little bit of it.
Whew.
Yeah.
That Toby? Yeah,
I'm
it's Toby's
right
here.
now, so I'm not doing shots, but I'm writing down and maybe I'll catch up.
I had Tim grab me a vape, tobacco vape, and sometimes you're in places you can't smoke a cigarette, you know. And
Yeah.
he doesn't smoke in his house, you know, with Sarah. So you can vape all you want, but you can't smoke. So I had him get it. And my other one, it's just tiny. It's like this size, you know, compared to this one. This one's like
Oh, wow.
large and in charge. So it's huge. And I'm like, what's the difference? And it has like a button. It's got a dynamic puff. I guess it's supposed to knock you off your seat, but it's a blue raspberry is the flavor. But it's got this. Take a hit of it.
Oh, cool.
No, it just wears your battery down, you know? I
Yeah.
don't get it. But the blue raspberry is good. Yeah. Oh, you know, it's like the remember those popcorn things, you know, the air poppers?
Yeah.
You know, that thing's still up there. I'm gonna keep that. I like that. And whether I use it or not, but it's just neat, you know. Something from my childhood. She never used to let us melt the butter on the top. We always had to melt the butter in a saucepan and then put it in because she didn't want to have a fire hazard. The thing was a fire hazard the minute you plug it in.
Yeah.
You know. Hey, Eden Tammy. Lancaster, Kentucky.
Hello.
I think she was in on Mark's Monday night too. We were all misbehaving. Well,
Yeah.
maybe not all of us. But some of us. But there's
She
just
was
a
on
bunch of
Friday.
stuff.
She was on Friday night too, I think.
Yep, I was glad to see she was on Friday night. Moonshine Militia, what are you all drinking? I'm drinking Mama B's protein that she gave. Charlene's putting marks down for shots. She hasn't started yet.
No, I just finished eating. I'm going to be drinking Jason's watermelon.
I haven't
He's
tried
buying
anything on yet.
tonight.
Jason's pretty damn excited.
Probably what I ought to do is some of that
Not showing it off.
clear.
I know he's excited. He's probably talking to each other.
What are you drinking, Damon? Are you home?
Damon showed me his little beagle. About the same size as her.
Oh, he's got a new little thing?
No, he's had her for a while. She's been really sick. She's had pneumonia and she finally
Oh,
pulled
that's
through.
cool.
Yeah. She's beautiful. She's like that. Yeah. She's
All
really
beagles
pretty.
are cute. All beagles are cute.
Yes, they are.
They can't help it. She is a pain in the ass, though. All beagles are a pain in the ass.
Nellie is. Oh my goodness. You want to see? She likes to cuddle. She will sit in your lap and lay her head on you and cuddle and everything. The second you put your arms around there and put any pressure on her, she's like a beast. Flips the switch.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Nellie. come
My
here.
puppy's just getting so she likes to be loved. She doesn't really care for it. You can tell sometimes she sits there, you know, I sit Indian style on my bed and she'll sit there and I go to
Yeah.
pet her and she'll put her ears back, kind of like, they're irritate free.
Watch. I had to pull her stomach. Oh, she's worse than that though.
It is instant.
But she just, I try in the mornings and it's just me and her. And I'll hold her real tight for a few minutes and after a few seconds, she'll settle down, and then I'll let go, and then she'll lay there for a while, and then she'll get back up and she'll start rubbing her head, and then I'll put my arms around her again, and she starts all over again. And after a few seconds, sometimes she'll settle down, sometimes she won't.
So what are you all
But
drinking out there?
Nelly,
Marfugel, you into beer? Toby, what are you drinking? You said you were already half into it.
give me one.
Apple? I don't know if Apple's still here. What are you drinking?
Can you grab me my watermelon?
My dog, she'll sit, like I said, in my lap. I'll sit Indian style. She'll sit here in my lap, and I'll go to pet her and love her, and she kind of puts her ears back and her nose up, like, oh, that irritates me. I don't like it. And if she's laying next to you and you do that to her and you reach over and start loving on her and petting her, and she doesn't feel it, she just moves. You know, you can tell she doesn't like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, my other dogs, you can get right in their face and love on them and lay on them, and she don't like it. She's just
Yeah.
something
Ariel.
that happened.
Ariel was that way. Oh, she loved all the attention. You get down there with her and everything, and she'll just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk.
Damon's drinking Cherokee White Eagle. Nice. Cherokee White Eagle.
Eagle Rare or
Cherokee
I
White
am
Eagle.
drinking my Cherokee White Eagle.
Oh, right on. I haven't tried that yet.
Scores. He says shine. Something he
Shine.
made.
I haven't tried that.
Isn't there, babe, isn't there one in there with half?
I was just looking and I got some of Uncle's root beer in there. In my fridge, I got some Uncle's root beer stashed in the back.
Oh,
I drank the s'mores he sent me, and what was the other thing I just drank the other night that was his? Finished off. Something. I put the coffee back in there. I got coffee to go through. I like that coffee. I want to make a
Yeah, it was the s'mores that you finished off Monday night.
yeah, the s'mores. That didn't stand a chance. That stuff is good. That stuff is good. But the root beer is really good. But that coffee, I want to make a chocolate coffee milkshake out of it. I think that would be really good. A loaded milkshake.
Oh yeah,
I think that would be really good with that coffee in it. It'll
watermelon.
wake you up. You're a wide awake drunk.
Yeah,
So Tim's getting ready to do a yard sale and get rid of some stuff. And he's got a big house, and if he's going to come to camp, then he's going to get rid of some stuff.
Yep.
You know, so you're going to move it all around. He wants to do the kitchen. Something simple. I like it as a camp.
Yep. The other night I was on a live with Uncle Moonshine, Mark Morgan on TikTok, and I forgot and I vaped. They flagged me quicker than shit.
Really?
Yeah.
And you can't tell. I mean, they're legal. You know?
Yeah.
Time to take who cooks for you?
Yeah, that's Richard's phone. The boys are messaging him. He's got a three-way chat set up between him, Jason Acosta, and Terry with Hillbilly Glass Barrels.
Oh, yep.
they've all three got a three-way chat going so that they all three can talk.
Yep.
They'll get tired of it.
So it'll be neat to change everything around. Get move my big bed and stuff, and get rid of my couch. His couch is better than my couch, so I'm gonna get rid of my couch. And
Yeah.
they said they got a three-way. No wonder they're hooting.
It's on there.
That's Damon says she said they got a three-way going.
Way to go, Burr.
Yeah, so
It's okay.
be some changes. Be busy for a while. Everything I got planted is his house. I gotta bring to my house.
I cut my hair again the other day. I cut another 3 inches off of it, and it's like,
I like how that spirals down around.
yeah, my hair's natural curly, so I play with it and I twirl it, and now it's stuck in a spiral.
Yeah, it does that. Yeah. I stopped curling mine.
Where's she moving to?
I cut my hair a lot. I always cut my hair, so
Moving to Arkansas?
No, she's moving to the other side of the house.
Oh,
She's rearranging. She's gonna be redoing the. She's moving to one bedroom and letting her son have that bedroom that she's in now because it's a little bit bigger. Stop
Yep.
it,
yeah,
Sadie. You heard me. I said stop it.
be neat. Just get it right down, get rid of everything I don't need and clean out all Mom's old shit, all her traces, beans in there, and
hey, you're
I don't know, cans of beans and cans of stuff, that she had. I didn't even get rid of it. I just left it there. There's no need for me to touch it. I have my little kitchen spot that I use and my little cabinet I use and live
Let me
pretty
see.
simple.
It's 18 million.
And haven't had to deal with it, I don't know. It's kind of like Mom's coffee cup and all that, it's right on the dish drainer,
Yeah.
I do dishes and I just pile my dishes up over it and stuff. Every once in a while, I get to wash her cup because it gets dusty, but I leave it right there. It's just the way she had it. But it's time to make it mine, I guess. It's comfortable because it's how I grew up. It's just the way I grew up, the way she
Yeah.
has it. So, time to just change it up a little. Live wild.
Yep. Richard said he'd like to see your camp. He said he bets it's cool.
Yeah, I'll take and have to go through it and make a little film of it when we get going on it.
I get 2 weeks off. We'll spend 3 days driving up.
It is. I love it there, though. It's just beautiful. I didn't send you the map thing, did I? I sent
No.
it to Marfugel and Roy because we were talking about it. And I was like, this is where it is. Because they're like, are you in Maine or New Hampshire? And I'm like, well, I'm actually in both. My house is Maine. My camp is New Hampshire. So I live in my camp. So I guess I'm in New Hampshire now. So change everything up. Change all the mail. Change everything. Get it all done. No running back and forth. Shut everything else off at the house and,
Yeah.
figure out what I'm going to do with my house. I'm going to keep it or rent it out, make a B&B out of it, or I don't know. Oh, no. I'm not interested in living downtown anymore. The only reason I go down there is, get the mail and check on shit. I don't like staying there.
Yeah.
I like it up at camp. It's nice and quiet. You don't see another person for days, and if you see 3 or 4 cars in a day, you've seen a lot of cars.
Yeah.
And usually you can tell, whose car it is because you know all your neighbors. Like I said, the guy on the other side of the mountain, he goes up and he gets reception at the top of the hill. So he goes up and goes by a couple times a week, So I like that. Nice and quiet.
Yeah.
You can see the Milky Way and all the stars and stuff seem to be out for you. They're up there anyway, but you can't see them downtown.
All the northern lights.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So, but I found that old postcard. It's kind of neat. It's, if I'm looking out my living room window, the next mountain over, there's like this spot where they did all the trees. So it's like a bald spot on the mountain. And
Yeah.
that's where the postcard, the picture is. So it's looking back at my house, at my camp. So
Oh,
you can see
wow.
my camp in the background. You can see my mountain. You can see everything that lays out in front of us. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Pretty neat. So, and it's all tree farm land around us. And then pretty much preservation land, conservation land. And then
Oh, yeah.
once you get past that, it goes into the national forests. So I don't really have many neighbors and all that up there.
The chickens was very happy with the watermelon rinds I took them today.
I saved some recipes for pickled watermelon rind. I love that shit. I'm gonna end up making some. Come the end of the summer when nobody's buying the watermelons up here no more. And then we finally got to try those cotton candy grapes. It's supposed to be grapes that taste like cotton candy. It's been like 2 years I've been looking for them. We finally got to try them, and I don't like them.
Oh.
I don't know if I really gave them a good chance. I was into it, but I wasn't. I just had the munchy crunchies for something, so I grabbed them, and
You're gonna put it there and you can put it up.
it weren't really what I wanted to eat. So I think I didn't give them a chance because it wasn't what I wanted.
You'll
In
have
the
to find
first
them and
place.
try them again.
Yeah, they're still in the fridge. So the red ones have caught hell, though. We ate the red ones.
Yeah.
But we've been busy. Like I said, I transplanted a bunch of plantain today. I don't want to have to run around and get plantain. I want it in my own garden, right there where I know where it is. I know how much I've got,
Like the banana thing?
No, it's just a flat leaf. It grows in a little rosette on the ground, and it's wicked good healing. It's good for bug bites and stings. It's good for burns. It's good for
Oh.
any cuts and sores. Really good healing plant. So I use it in all my oils and stuff. So I might as well have it right there where it's available, and I don't have to go running around looking for it. And Tim has a bunch of it in his yard. So this year I was lucky. All I had to do is run around his yard and find what I wanted, but I want to take and have it so it's available for me, like my mullein, I want to have it at home. I'm not getting any younger. Not getting any younger. Want to be able to hobble out there and get my medicine.
You're getting younger? Do you feel it?
We were laughing about it because I'll be 60 this year.
Really?
Yeah, I'll be 60 in a couple months, in next month.
Wow.
Crazy. Just seems like yesterday I was 50.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting any younger. If I can get down the stairs.
Am I 4 or 5?
What do you mean? 4. 'Cause
Oh yeah, January I'll be 55.
I turned 65.
Yep. And Richard will be the big 50.
There you go.
Which means I'll be
Yep.
5.
Yeah,
Mm.
because he likes to. Well, after his birthday, he said he'll like to change the numbers around, flip the numbers around,
Oh
because
yeah.
then he'll only be 5. Yeah, I told him, I said, well, in January it doesn't do me no good to flip the numbers around. It's just going to be the same thing.
It's gonna be the same thing. Yeah. Yeah.
5. I'm gonna act 5.
Oh, you really?
Act like a 5-year-old.
When I turned
You're not gonna set your little army men on fire. Or,
Yes, I am.
ha.
I'm gonna build me a log cabin with my Lincoln logs and set my little army guys in there, and we're gonna have a battle.
And then he sets the cabin on fire. When he was little, he did that.
Because it's a battle.
It was a battle. It was a long war.
Yep.
When I turned 50, I had my mom was living with me. She had just gotten out of the hospital and stuff, and my mom was living with me. And I took off with my buddy, my best friend I've had forever, Richard. I took off and went camping with him, and we did mushrooms and had a blast for my 50th because I couldn't do it at home. So my daughter stayed with my mother and my son. And I took off and did mushrooms on the river. We had a blast. Oh my God, we had a blast.
I don't think so.
I'm not 50.
So
2 grams.
that was a lot of fun. That was my 50th. I couldn't do it at home, so we took off. We live right on the river. My house is right on the river, so it was only like a 10-minute drive down the road and
Oh
like
yeah.
10-minute walk, and we were in the river where nobody would find us. It's really cool. So we stayed there overnight and had fun. It was good. Cooked a big breakfast in the morning, munched
Yeah.
all night, just fucking munching on shit, cooking hot dogs and, snacking. And I woke up early and made a great big breakfast. So we had a great big breakfast sitting there on the river, and it's called Hellcat Eddy, where we stayed. And it's called that because the people that built the mill up the street, they were called Hellcats because they came into town and raised hell while they built the woolen mill. And so that's where they stayed, was down there in the corner of the river, Hellcat Eddy. And so that's why it's called that. So that's where we stayed, at the old encampment for the people that built the mill way back in the 40s or whatever it was. And my initials are in the tree down there, so I took pictures of my initials in the tree because I've been here forever, so I can't even remember when I put my initials in the tree, but they're there. So I took pictures of them. They look pretty old, and there's all kinds of other carvings around them now. But there's some big old pine trees down there where we camped. And I mean, you can't put your arms around half of it, Somebody on the other side and you can't touch fingers. They're so big, pine trees.
Oh wow.
Really old pine, And pine needles, is like 3 feet deep in places because it's, nobody's been there, There's a school up up there, but they stay right on the trail. You get off trail and it's thick. So we stayed right there on the corner of the river. It was nice. Wake up in the morning and it looks like the river's coming right in the tent. I get a picture of my feet and the river is looks like it comes right in underneath me. So that was my 50th birthday. It was a blast. I used to take Christopher down there. It was just a place you could camp for free, you know. Nobody finds you, and if they find you, what are they going to do? They're just going to kick you out, you know. So
On
I
my
put up-
50th birthday, I was recovering from surgery,
a
reversal.
I took in. I had that orange like snow fence that they put up. It's just a
Mhm.
plastic graded fence, you know. And I put that up for my dog, so my dog would, you know, I didn't have to keep him on a leash the whole time. So I had my daughter's dog at the time, so I just put up that little snow fence all the way around us in bright fucking orange. But I just strewed it around from tree to tree to tree to tree. There's enough to keep them in, you know.
Yeah.
And we stayed there for like a week before we went back to school. And it was really neat, you know. For him, he thought, you know, we went forever to go camping. And he's thinking, you know, we're out in the woods camping and we could walk to his school. It was pretty funny. He's taken, do that to people, say, oh, you know, we live so far out. And then we'd take them all on the back road to get to the house, you know, and it made it seem like you were way out in the middle of the woods to get in the back way. Do that to the kids because they fall asleep, you know. You get them in the car, they fall asleep, they wake up, they think they're in the woods, they don't know where they are. But he's older now, I can't pull that shit. But when he was young, you could get away with it. Drive around for a little while, he falls asleep, you know. Pull into the
Yeah.
parking lot at the fire station. Park at the parking lot in the fire station, leave a note on your window, and walk about 10 minutes, and nobody can find you. Pretty cool. Out in the middle of nowhere, right in town. But that's where we went for my 50th. Had a blast. You know, he has kids and a job and the whole 9 yards too, so it was a good break for him. And he lives just about the same distance I did from there, you know, so if anything had happened while we were gone, everybody knew where to find us, you know. So
Hello, Dave Dance.
Dave Dance, Unky Dave. That's what I was into Monday night too, was that Blackberry 100 of Unky Dave's. Yeah, that Blackberry 100, that is wicked good. I finished that off. That was cool. Thank you. Thank you, Dave. Whew. That protein has to be 100 anyway. I'm not sure. Can you shake a flask and read the bubbles? I
You
don't
should
see
be
why not.
able to. Can you
4, 5.
shake one of the plastic flasks and read the bubbles?
I'd say 110. What do you guys think?
I'd say it's over.
Whew.
I'd say it's over 100.
I think so. I'd say at least 100, maybe 110. It's good though. Leaves that taste. I can't find the oatmeal in this one. So one of them I tasted the oatmeal. You could chilled it out with a little bit of oatmeal. So one of them I could taste the oatmeal in. This one I don't think I can.
I put a little bit of oatmeal Eat my breakfast cereal.
Well, blackberry the other day. I went looking for blackberries, but something's beat me to
And it still tastes like hash browns.
them. Hash browns.
Yeah.
Yep. Where Tim used to live, we used to bait bear out back at his house and travel a few miles out, and you could put bear bait out there. And you had to go past this huge thing of blackberries. And while you're sitting there, you can see the trails where the bear come in and out of the blackberries. It's like scary.
Yeah.
I don't like it so thick that you can't see. You know, I like to be able to see them. But
I like to see for a good distance if I'm going traipsing through the woods.
yeah. I used
That's
to go
why
up
I
there
don't
and
go through the woods a lot.
you could hear them in the woods. They knew when, we were baiting. They knew about the time because they did it at the same time every night type thing. And we had cameras there, of course, and he'd just barely get out of there and the bears would be in there. But like in the cornfield, you'd take a ride around the cornfield that was out there and you could see where the bear had been in the cornfield and messed it up, eating corn cobs. And it's like you can hear it, and when you're on this side, you hear them going that way, and we used to always split up and take each side, and that way one of us would get to see the bear when it came out of the cornfield.
Yeah.
Oh.
I gotta go get me a drink. I gotta take my medicine.
That was
why
fun. But if you stopped at those blackberry bushes there, it was always like a scary place to be because you couldn't see the blackberry bushes were so high. And there was just like this hollowed out trail beside the trail of where the bear would be coming in and out. Set the camera there and got a few pictures of him. But he'd barely get out of there from baiting bear and they'd be right on the barrel, Some amusing pictures. Like the little baby bears, when they come out with the baby bears. It's kind of neat. You get to recognize them. You see a bear on the camera enough, you get to recognize them like you do the deer.
Oh, yeah.
So you get to recognize what bear was what, and newcomers. And we had the bone pile. So we had a camera on the bone pile and get mostly coyotes and stuff. There's a dairy farm there, and they have cows die. They just throw them on the bone pile and coyotes come. Black bear. We have black bear here.
Well, that's just an invitation.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yep. They had a bunch of coyotes. I got so many pictures of coyotes from there. Nice ones, they walk right up on the camera and shit. Our trail cameras are pretty good. Didn't see a bear on our trail camera this year because we've moved around, They closed it down. You can't go in there anymore. And hunt. They put in a bicycle trail. It's nothing like being up in a tree stand. You hear this guy coming.
Oh, yeah.
He go in underneath you. Him and his, flamboyant colors. They're all in neon and yeah. Here the feeders come to him. We were just looking. We have a feeder here. He just pointed at a box and he goes, "That thing, the 4-year warranty ran out of it like 3 times already. We've had it for like 12 years and it's still in the box." They got that great big one there. You hook the big battery to it. You can hook a solar panel to it too, but the bears wreck them. So you get that big battery unit and it fucking programs and it spits them out of the bottom. I don't know. It looks like a big cement hopper. It's a great big thing, It's huge. Cost you, arm and a leg to fill the thing now. They hear that go off. Yeah, they're after it. Yeah. That's why he used to feed at the same time every day, and in the morning or at night, you know, whatever he did, twice a day. And Maine will let you use chocolate. New Hampshire won't let you use chocolate to bait bear. You can't
Oh,
bait
yeah?
deer at all. You can't bait deer at all. But
Oh, wow.
either state. But you can feed them during the summertime. You can feed them, but after a certain time, you can't feed them no more. You can't bait for deer at all. Yeah. There's been something around deer head or fawn right around camp. You can see where everything's patted down, you know, where she's been and stuff.
Yeah.
Tim went over and mowed the back lawn for me and stuff. Kind of neat. It was looking like a hayfield. Great big praying mantis. He got a video of it. The thing, I don't know, it's probably almost 6 inches, 8 inches long. Great big praying mantis.
Wow.
Yeah,
That is a big one.
he is big. And looking at it, I mean, he looks like, you know. So, great big one. Nice and green, brown head to it. Neat
That's most
looking.
likely a female.
Yeah,
The
running
males
around.
are smaller.
Yeah, so I got bit by one once. I was pulling grass and I grabbed onto it and it bit me in the bottom of my little pinky because I had hold of it like this in the grass, you know?
Oh.
So it bit me and it has quite a pinch to it. Quite a pinch to it. I mean, they don't go around biting people. They don't like it, you know? They don't want to. But I had hold of it. I pulled up a bunch of grass and it was in the bunch of grass that I grabbed onto. So it reached around, it bit me right in the crease of my little pinky. God, that was an awful place to heal. Chris
From the bottom?
remembers that. He was young, and I put the damn thing in a jar and dried it out. I said, I'll keep it, you know. And I dried it out, and Chris was talking about it the other day. Remember that big praying mantis that was in that jar you had? And I'm like, yeah, it's probably still in that jar. It's at the house somewhere in my other back bedroom. So camp's gonna go into some change. I'll get rid of that old stove. I don't dare use that old stove. It's old. Gas stove, you know. $300 you can know what you got, you know. I'd rather not have a fire hazard up there in the woods.
Yeah.
So, but gas, that way I don't have to have an electric stove. I don't have to have electricity. We lose power a lot up there. We're always the last ones to get power, you know, with the last house in Freedom, you know, we're the last place up there.
Yeah.
So, and so get a new gas stove and another countertop, you know, make it mine. I'm going to keep the cabinets that my dad built and stuff and all that if I can. But I'd telling what you'll get into once you start tearing it out, you know, and looking at it.
Yeah.
I know there's one spot in the floor I want fixed where there used to be a register right there for the wood stove. The wood stove used to be in the basement, so they had registers in the floor. And I've got the register in the living room. That's all solid and stuff, but where the one used to be in the kitchen, that floor needs to be replaced. Just silly stuff, you know, it's a camp,
Yeah.
you know. You figure, you know, almost 60 years ago, it was new because that's when I was born, you know. My parents had the other place burnt, so they put this place up. I was just barely born because they put my sister and me in a sled and they slid me down the hill to my grandmother's when the fire started. My grandmother was out there, grandfather, whoever was out there to catch us on
Oh,
the
wow.
hill. Yep, that's how they got us out. They threw us on a sled and slid us down the hill. I don't remember it because I was probably maybe 5 months old. I don't know. I weren't that old. I couldn't imagine taking a little baby like that and pitching it down that hill.
Yeah.
I mean, they bought me a skateboard when I was like 9, 10. And I mean, the hill is just like this. I mean, it's a big hill.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Jeremy. So, but that's how they got me out of there when the place burnt. Is they threw me on one of them little toboggan sleds, you know, the little
Yeah.
torpedo sleds, you know, they threw me on that and slid me down the hill to my grandparents.
Is your sister on there with you?
Oh, yeah. She was 9. But I remember we used to go to the top of the hill, and my parents would stay at the bottom of the hill just in case traffic came, but nobody ever comes. But somebody would be down at the bottom of the hill, and we'd be at the top of the hill, and we'd slide all the way down the hill, and we'd go almost a mile from the bottom of the hill down out to the pond in the
Wow.
road from there. So that's how fast we'd get going and stuff. We could coast almost a mile. And then my father had the steers, and he'd be waiting at the bottom of the hill for us. Because by the time he could get to the bottom of the hill, we could walk back almost that time of the mile, and he'd haul us back up the hill to do it one more time. So we got 2 chances at it. But when it gets snowy up there, nobody goes driving on the main road anyway, you know?
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about anybody coming, but they'd wait just in case somebody was coming, and we'd go
Is it
all the way
getting
down.
snowy yet?
Is it what?
Is it getting snowy yet?
No, I haven't seen snow. They had sleet almost an inch thick the other day come down. I was telling you we had the hail.
Yeah.
So we had sleet the other day, and Mount Washington was 39 degrees this morning. So we're close. We'll start seeing snow pretty soon. And by the time we see snow,
Yeah.
we get a month before the snow hits us.
Oh, wow.
That's usually how it goes. So I sent Jeremy a link the other day. I saw a thing on Bigfoot in my area, and they were out in the Ospey Mountains. The Ospey Mountains used to be a volcano, so it's like a big circular thing. And up in Conway, where Tim is, it's a big circular volcano too, from Mount Washington, the Moats and stuff, Mount Adams and stuff. So there was just 2 big volcano mountains that collapsed on themselves. And so the one in Ospey, they were saying, you know, there's been Bigfoot sightings. And of course, I had to watch that. But the guy points at a trail, and that trail heads my way. And he goes, yeah, it's pretty desolate out there. He goes, there's nothing out there for miles. And I'm like, yep, there isn't. Just me way out here,
Yeah.
you know. But it's just kind of funny to watch it, all the pictures they had, and like the exit when the guys are driving there, they get off the exit on the highway, and that's our exit. You know, you know that exit. That's
Yeah.
ours. You know, coming home from Mass or coming home from anything, that's the exit you take if you're on the highway. And Indian Mountain Golf Course, you know, Tim golfs. He golfs there all the time. And it was a history I didn't even know about it. It was kind of neat. A little area. Kind of spoke of all the Bigfoot sightings there they had in that area. I don't know if I'm hearing more about them just because of the internet or what, but there's been quite a few Bigfoot sightings and like documented, you know, that people are actually documenting it. And
Richard says
here.
he's real. It's his cousin.
There you go. I tell you, I've heard some wood knocks that I know there ain't nobody out there. And I've heard some wood knocks and you don't know what the hell, you know? There ain't
Yeah.
nobody out there. I could scream and nobody could hear me, you know? Tight places and sitting in the tree stand and you hear that and you're like, text
Well,
him, you know, is that you? Hey, you know, and he's like, I didn't do that,
Well, let's
you
go.
know?
Come on, girls.
So, but you got it recorded, you know?
Lexi, go potty.
You'd think with all the trail cams, you know, if there's one out there, we're going to start seeing them,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh yeah.
We'll
Take the
start
light.
seeing them.
Check for an egg. I got
But
one
then
this
again,
afternoon.
they have to laugh because people are lazy, you know? They stick to the trails or they, you know, and it's like to have a Bigfoot sighting, you have to have the person out there. If I'm a Bigfoot, I ain't hanging out in a trail, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, the moose do it because it's easy, and the moose have all them antlers that catch everything. I can see why they use the trails. But
Or the
Bigfoot,
bears too.
you know, he's just he don't have that, you know, 10-foot snaggly thing on top of his head. So if I was a Bigfoot, I wouldn't stay near the trails either. And people are lazy. I mean, you know, it's just how it works, you know, and they don't go off the trail much, you know, and
She got it.
find these spots.
This afternoon. A baby one.
But
Yeah.
it's kind
Mama
of
dog.
they were talking
Mama.
about the mountain lions and stuff. They say we don't have mountain lions up here, but people say we do. And I don't see why we don't. I mean, perfect habitat. And they
Yeah.
don't know what state line is, you know. Oh, well, Massachusetts or Connecticut or wherever the hell they say they have them, you know, or Vermont or whatever. But the mountain lion don't know where the state line is.
No, they do not. They
So
have territories.
they're after habitat, you know, and they're after food. And New Hampshire has like a record number of turkeys, you know, and
Yeah. It's not going to be like they're chasing after a deer. It's like, oh, there's the state line. Gotta
there's a
stop.
state line. Yeah, better stop. A couple years ago, we had a guy out bear hunting, and you could hear his dogs. And if his dogs go out back of my house and they go up and over the mountain, they end up in Eaton, New Hampshire. Well, to get into Eaton, New Hampshire, you got to go all the way around my house, all the way out around to Eaton for the roads. And I mean, it's 45-minute drive, you know. And here's his dogs. They covered that in 15 minutes going up and over the mountain. So he
Yeah.
stops at the house and he's sitting there and he's listening for his dogs at my house because he knows I don't care. So he's sitting there listening for his dogs and you hear him go up and over the mountain. He's like, oh, I gotta go all the way over there. Look for them damn dogs. So pretty soon, you know, he's getting ready to go. He goes and like 5-10 minutes later, I hear his dogs coming back. They'd come down and gone across the ridge and they're in front of my house now. So now they're heading back towards Maine, where he came from. But this guy's 45 minutes to get to the drive to go to Eaton to find out he don't have dogs over there. He's got to come back because now his dogs are over here. So
Oh,
it was
wow.
just kind of funny. About half an hour, almost 45 minutes later, you hear him coming back because he has a tracking collar, you know, so he can
Yeah.
tell when the dog's turned around. So he turned around. He come back down past the house, and he had a young girl that he was taking out hunting, and she chased that bear, man. They got out above my house and went out on the easiest trail out through, and it used to be a trail, but it isn't anymore. And she trucked, man. He took her. You could hear them dogs all the way across the trail, going out on the ridge, all the way back down to Maine. And then you hear him go across where the pond is, and he was heading for high timber again. And that girl walked that whole thing with them dogs, man. It was crazy. It was
Wow.
crazy. They came back and showed me the bear and stuff. It was neat. He goes, I'll call you if I'm ever questioning where my dogs are and you can listen for them. I'm like, I don't mind listening for them. I'll tell you where they are, you know.
Yeah.
I called his buddy and I'm like, I can hear him on the scanner because I had my scanner on. And all of a sudden I hear a guy talking about his dog names. And I'm like, that's somebody bear hunting. So I'm trying to think who's going to be out there bear hunting. I know everybody. It's a small town. So I called his buddy and I was like, hey, can you get hold of him and let him know I can hear him on the scanner. So be careful what you say. You know, you're getting broadcast. You know, they're picking you up. So, you know, don't say something that you don't want to say. There's Mama B. There's Mama B. So, you know, I'm like, I can hear you on the scanner. So can everybody else. How's Mama B?
Oh,
Mm.
I'm
Been a
sick
day?
as crap. No, I just been sick. I really, to be honest, I didn't even think about it being Thursday. I just looked and seen like Damon sent me something, then I seen it was Thursday, then I was scrolling and I seen you guys' faces and I was like, oh my God. It's been rough. I don't really know what's wrong with my stomach, but my stomach's making me really sick. I have a fever blister right in the middle of my lip. And I've just really been having a lot of stomach troubles. I did go to the doctor. I get blood work done on September 11th. They're gonna check like my thyroids and a whole bunch of other stuff. And then I go for my colonoscopy finally in October.
There you go.
But Jason
Yeah,
said,
those are fun. I go in September 13th, and at the same time I'm having my colonoscopy done, they're doing an endoscope too. While I'm already out, they're doing both ways.
he said that in February of 2023, I had both the endoscopy and the colonoscopy, but he said this time he's just going to do the colonoscopy. It's been 2 years.
Yeah.
So
I've never had the one where they go down the thing, but it's my liver and gastrologist doctor that's doing them. So, but there's something to do with my liver. They can check by going endo and all, and then to check my colon and everything, they go
Endo.
endo. Yeah.
And both endo. Hey, Morgan Shadow.
Yeah, I got to go to the doctor's office and pick that up. Since I can't drink that stuff very well and all, they're giving me pills. So that whole day before, I'll have stomach cramps and everything. I know it.
Yeah.
So I'll be in bed.
yeah, I can't pay for the stuff that you can get other than the drinking stuff. That's the only thing I can get. I hate that crap.
Oh,
Earl
that
says,
does.
hey, Mama B.
Yeah.
Hey, girl.
So I'll probably be in bed that Thursday while I'm doing the live.
Recuperate.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I go in Friday, on a Friday, and have it done.
Yeah. And done both ways at the same time also. And he was a good looking man.
That's what I brought at home for Buzz, and I put it up there. I don't know, love. I don't know.
Oh, hello, Earl.
Cirrhosis. Oh, cirrhosis. I was starting to look into that the other day about cirrhosis of the liver.
Somebody told me to drink pickle juice for the way my stomach's been feeling. So I have been, but what I don't understand is my stomach hurts and I don't feel good, but I am starving.
Yeah.
I can't quit eating. I cannot quit eating. Like, I have ate and ate and ate and ate and ate.
Yeah. Your
I'm still
meds,
drinking water.
have they changed your meds lately? That could do
No,
it. Too. No?
nothing's changed lately. No, other than Monday. Oh, I didn't get to tell y'all. This past Monday, I had 3 seizures back to back in the morning time while I was trying to get my kids ready for school. That made me feel like crap. And then after the 3 seizures and me going through my seizure hangover, I got sick. I don't know. I don't feel good.
Yeah.
I always don't freaking feel good.
Well, it takes a lot out of you, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, in last week, I mean, I couldn't come on because I was real, I think I was like feeling like I was going to go into a seizure, and I didn't feel right. My head didn't feel right. Like just the inside of it wasn't right. And I
Yeah.
kept telling, I did not have a seizure because I made myself do really good, but then Monday came and I couldn't control it no more.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was really bad.
I'm drinking Mama B's protein.
I think we just drank the very last of the poaching the other night. It was the very last of it out in the building. I gotta make more.
I think I still got a little bit of it left in the refrigerator.
You do. Yeah, probably.
That's what I've been drinking. Thinking of Mama B. How's your mama?
Triple watermelon.
She's doing okay. I slept for a long time today, and I didn't answer my phone. And the thing about my mom, I finally had got up and I went to the bathroom. And as I was coming out the bathroom, I looked out the double windows, and my mom's pulling up, and I'm like, "Oh God!" And as soon as I opened the door, I was like, "I swear to God, I was about to call you back. I just woke up. I went to the bathroom. I was coming out here to let Fuzz out, and then I was going to call you." She was like, "Well, I'm here because I didn't know what was wrong. I didn't know if you're in a seizure. I don't know if Jason's at work." I'm like, "It's okay. It's fine. Just come on in."
Yeah, come visit. Yeah, it must be hard to worry because it does come out of nowhere sometimes for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I think she's doing better. I take her to the doctor in the morning, and they're going to look at her leg, and I don't know if they're going to take blood work or not, but they're definitely going to look at her leg. She has some veins that are like really, you can see them really bad, and it's not like varicose veins. It's not like that. It's like her actual vein. It's like bulged out.
Yeah,
It looks
seeing bulging.
awful.
My hands do that sometimes. It's not good for a leg.
And it's
I've
right
seen
where
it.
she said it's been hurting. So I'm hoping they can do everything to find out if there's really like a blood clot. Was a blood clot? I don't know.
Yeah.
I finally get to take her in the morning. Well, I'm not taking her. She might have to drive, but I'm going with her.
Yeah, it's always good to have somebody else listen in.
Well, she goes to the doctors with me, and I go to the doctor with her. Because if she don't tell her doctor things that she should, I know she doesn't want the doctor to know, but I'm like, and she's always like, Tanya, shut up. And I'm like, I'm not going to shut up. He needs to know.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
got to
he
be
can.
here a whole another 100 freaking years, lady.
Yeah. He can't help you if you don't know, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
She just keeps on saying she wants to be here when the last kid graduates. Okay, well, she's 8. And I'm like, dude,
Yep.
you want to be here another 10 to something years? You better let me tell the doctor. Aggravating. I've been cutting back on my vaping. This one's almost out. I think I'm gonna get one more, and I'm just gonna use it to like wean myself off of.
Yeah.
And then I don't think I'm gonna vape anymore.
When you're in places that you can't smoke, That's why it's good, you know.
Mhm.
Tim just got this one for me today, and they kind of laugh when you take a hit off it.
That's so cool.
A little bit, it just drains the battery, I'm sure, but it tastes good. But so I've
When
been
we
hitting
was in
on
the
there.
mountains at the Hillbilly Jam, we had to go to a smoke shop and get vapes. We got vapes that connected to your phone. You could get on your vape, you could text, you could answer a call, you could
No
get on
shit.
Facebook, you could get on freaking TikTok.
Wow.
I mean, you could get on this vape and do everything. And I was like, what is the heck?
Yes. And how do you clear the memory when you get done with it?
I
You
don't know. I
know?
thought it was trash.
Yeah. Somebody find your fucking shit. Not that there's.
It's all right, 'cause I've always said if anybody finds anything valuable from Mama B, please share it with me because I didn't even know I had it.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about my identity getting stolen. You want a BB? Have fun at it.
Oh,
But I've always said if you steal my social security number, even the amount they give me in disability, you can have it.
I always say I can walk into the hardware store down here. I can walk into the lumber store, get whatever I want, and they won't ask me for a penny. You know, I
Yep.
can just put it on a bill and pay them when I can, if I
Yeah,
have to. But
man, I
to go
remember
online and do something like that, I can't do that. I'm not nobody. I don't
Yes.
have any paperwork. I'm under the radar, you know. But I can, in my hometown, I can go wherever I want and get what I want and not have to pay a penny if I needed to.
Yeah,
You
we
know.
still have stories like that in here in Clover, like people that give people like taps and stuff.
Yep.
We still do have places like
Yeah.
that here.
If I got into a pinch and I needed something, I could go to any, you know, and it just on your word, you know, you're all set, you know. But you go into a big box store and try that, it don't work. So
Ladies, I'm gonna let you guys have the show. I wanted to get on to you guys how much I loved y'all and miss y'all. I don't feel good at all.
yeah, we'll take it easy.
And I'm constantly like up from here to the bathroom because I'm drinking tons of water and I'm not worth a damn.
Well, take it easy and don't be worth anything. You don't, you know, take it easy on
No.
yourself.
rest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
important.
gonna get me some more sleep. I'm gonna get me some more rest. I love everybody, guys. I love all you guys on here. Y'all know I do. I miss y'all. I'll definitely see y'all soon. I promise. I will be back.
Jeremy says, "What's happening, Mama B?"
I don't know. Like I had seizures Monday. I had 3 back to back, and after my seizures and me having my seizure hangover, my stomach started feeling crazy. I'm starting to get my stuff back. Like I was losing a lot of stuff, and I don't know if I'm retaining water. I don't know if it's my thyroid. I don't know what. I'm hoping the 11th will figure that out through my blood, and then we'll figure out the rest of the problem when I have that daggone colonoscopy.
Yep. Well, that whole menopause thing will send you for a loop.
Yes, this pre-menopause bullcrap that I'm going through at 34, like, I was okay to, like, have to go through it when you're supposed to go through it, because, I mean, you know, that's the plan of a woman's life.
Yeah.
Of course, my plan's gonna go this. So,
Jeremy says he's sorry. Hopefully you feel better soon.
thank
We all
you. I
do.
love you guys.
Yeah, that pre-menopause shit, man. Like I said, I always laughed at kind of girls at school when they said, "Oh, I have cramps," you know. I was like, because I didn't have them, you know. And then as I got older, and when you start into the whole menopause things, it's like they put it in a basket and shake it and figure out what your symptoms are gonna be. It's crazy.
Yep.
And I
I'm
got
having to
cramps.
One day you can end up with them all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm having to keep a rag in my freezer because I literally get so hot. I have to take that rag out. I mean, it's like hard at first, but I just lay it on my head so it'll cool my whole body off because I've been getting so hot lately. And then another thing that's crazy is like from my waist down to my toes, I'm freezing.
Yeah.
But from my waist up to my head, I'm burning hot.
Yeah.
I told Jason to take me out back to shoot me. I ain't worth nothing no more.
Have them check you for your hormone level, you know. It does a lot. Just be careful what they put you on, that it's not Premarin. You know, that stuff's
I
nasty.
promise I will be like messaging you or somebody and being like, is this safe?
Yeah. Yeah, the Premarin is made from horses. They keep the horses in the state of heat, you know, and when they give them a foal and they put out an estrogen hormone, and then when the foal comes, they throw the foal away and they put the mare back into heat and breed her again, and that's how they get that
Premarin?
Premarin. Yeah, yeah. If you
Because
put
a
any
horse is my
research into
spirit
it,
animal, and anything you do to a horse, I will know.
yeah. Oh, it's a sad, sad industry. You know, it's
That's Buzz?
horrible.
Haley, if he bites you, I can't help you.
Bernice, how are you?
But I love you girls. I'm gonna let you girls have a good show.
Thanks for
Y'all
coming in and
wrap
seeing
and
us.
set up and do what we normally do.
We will. I'm thinking of you. I got your protein here.
Thank you. That makes me feel good. I love you girls so much. I hope y'all have a good night, and I hope everybody else does. I love y'all. I'm sorry I'm cutting it short, but y'all have some of the best ladies right here. You don't need my messed up butt.
I love you, Mama B. Get
I
some
love
rest.
y'all. Have a good night.
Text me
Good
tomorrow
night. Good night.
after Mama. Text
I
me
will.
tomorrow after Mama.
Okay. Love
Good
y'all.
kiss.
Bye.
Mwah. We love you. Aw, Mama B. That takes a lot out of you when you have them
Yeah.
seizures. You know, and to have 3 right in a row, you know. It's like the first one says, I ain't done with you yet, you know.
Yeah.
Takes a lot out. I remember my buddy, we were sitting there and we were watching some kids go down over the riverbank and go fishing. And he went to the store, and as he was coming back, I see him walking down, and I was out in the garden and I see him walking down the street. So I went out, and just as I see him, you know, like getting close enough to talk to, all of a sudden his body just went rigid, right straight, and he went nose plant right into the sidewalk, and he was having a seizure. And somebody going by, thankfully, called 911 or stopped at the ambulance thing. 'Cause this is when I was married and living downtown. And the ambulance came right away. And of course, he said he wasn't going to go with the ambulance and all that. But I remember sitting there with him afterwards, and I'm like, hey, remember them kids we were hussing about? You know, the kids are going to go catch the fish before you. And he couldn't remember any of that. So it had erased that time. He didn't remember going to the store. He didn't remember sitting there with me, you know, hussing around about the kids. That seizure had erased that whole time bubble for him. And that's quite a bit. You know, he never stopped breathing or anything like that. It was just, you know, he was a shaking. It was hard to keep his face from, you know, slamming into shit. You know, I remember sitting on the ground and just holding him, just bear hugging his head, you know, wrapping myself right around him so he wouldn't bang his head on the cement sidewalk. And but he couldn't remember any of that. He couldn't remember any of the going to the store. He couldn't remember any of the kids. So it wiped out like 2 hours of his time, you know. So you don't know if that seizure was starting then. Is that why he didn't remember it? Was because the seizure had already started? It just weren't evident, you know? Was he fighting it? You know, like Mama B says, I fight my, you know, seizures. I try to relax and be good and, you know, all this. Was he fighting that? when he was talking to me, and then he went to the store. And then by the time he got back from the store, he sees me and his whole body just, I'm safe now. There's Lisa. Was that when it decided to, hit him, when he could finally not take it anymore? But that was
When they
wicked scary.
When they first start, they have a dazed look,
Yes. Yep.
and then they'll just look off. Some of them will move their heads, and some of them won't. They'll just stay
Yeah.
straight and all.
Well, Tom always had that dazed look on his face. Uncle Tom. But it was just funny when he saw me, and we lived downtown at the time when I was married, and the houses are right side by side. You look in your next door neighbor's windows, and they're all right there. And he was like the next house up. He hadn't even gotten to their driveway yet. And you just see his whole body just choosh, right straight. His arms went down to his side, like fisted up, and he just planked it right into the sidewalk. It was the scariest thing. His head just went back like that, and that was it. From there, he was just a floppy fish. And I was like, I muckled onto him to keep him from rattling himself into the sidewalk and stuff. And luckily somebody called, the ambulance, or we were only, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses. And you get the fire department where I used to live when I was married. So, that's where the ambulance is. Somebody might have just pulled right in there and told them there's a guy flopping on the sidewalk. And I mean, I was having a hard time hanging on to him. And he was my size, it weren't like he was a big man. He was my size. And I was having a hard time hanging on to him. He was flopping so hard. I just wrapped him up. I just remember grabbing his head, and then wrapping my legs right around with his arms out straight. And I just wrapped him right up like a straitjacket as best I could and rode it out. But that was scary, because I remember asking him, do you remember me talking about the kids? Because the kids were going down over the bank, and where he went every day, he went down there fishing. And I go, do you remember me? We were sitting there talking about the kids. They were going to go catch the fish before you. And you were bitching about them kids, We were just joking. Hey, kids, get off my lawn type thing. And he don't remember any of that. So you wonder, did that memory go after the seizure, or was he already fighting the seizure?
He's probably already fighting it.
Yeah, because he's long gone now, but that's what ended up killing him.
Yeah.
His were epileptic seizures. He had epilepsy. They had him on some wicked drugs, though. He was like slow and not the brightest bulb in the circuit to begin with. And then after they gave him that, I don't know, methadone or whatever they gave him. I can't remember what the name was. Began with an F. And whatever it was they gave him made him really, really slow. He talked slow and walked slow and unsteady. It was like he had a big buzz. It really messed with him. He was a lot of fun, though. Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom. You're a good man. We used to go ice fishing and shit together. A lot of fun.
It's not raining.
Mama B.
In and out, in and out, in and out.
We had a thunderstorm. I told you about it in text. I was out messing around with Tim and out there, and he was doing stuff, and we were both trying to do something. I can't remember what we were doing, but our heads were right together. And I'm looking down at the ground, stuffing something. I can't remember what we were doing. But the lightning, I could see the light. I looked at him, I go, did you see that? And he goes, yeah. And by the time I had asked him that, it goes, crack. Big old crack of lightning. It's like, we're going in. We were picking up tools, but I can't remember what the hell we were picking up. Chop saw or some fucking thing we were picking up. And both of our heads were right together. And I was looking down at the ground and I saw it light up, you know, and I was like, holy fuck, that was right here. But I looked at him and said, you know, is that you? Fuck yeah, was that fucking right here? Did you see that? I recall right, used to a lot of things. He's, yeah, yeah. I've lived a good life. I've lived a good life. I really have. I really have. Some of this shit you can't make up. I have. I've lived a good life. I was raised right at the perfect time. Our generation was the last generation to know what it was like, you know, no cell phone, no, you know,
Yep.
you'd be gone for days and your mother wouldn't know where the fuck you were, you know?
Had party lines.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Perfect. My kids, they were in their teens before, you know, like cell phones, and barely in their teens for the internet and stuff like that, you know? So
Yeah.
my kids kind of got a taste of it. They remember, you know, they used to be able to ride around the neighborhood on their bike and nobody would, you know, bother them and stuff, you know, run the town, you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I might give up on tech. If I don't have internet at the camp, I don't have reception. And Tim pays good money to have that damn phone, this one here. He pays good money to have that phone on a contract, and I can open it up in my living room and not, you know, not have service. You got to go all the way up to the top of the hill to get phone service. So
Oh,
I
wow.
turn on that little thing. There's a button in there. It says allow phone calls on internet, and I can call and receive right at the house because I have internet, but at the camp because I have internet. But other than
Oh,
that, you don't have reception up there, so it's just like not having payphone.
Hey,
We gotta
Ziggy.
collect call from I'll be home Friday.
Charlie, you don't have any new notifications, but there's a notification for
Yeah.
another call. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
Okay, for Richard from
Yeah.
Podcasts.
There's still a payphone up here
On Amazon
above
Music.
Tim's house. There's this scenic overlook, and they have a payphone there, and it still works, but it looks crusty, you know?
No.
I remember at the last of payphones, you used to pick up a payphone and look at it to make sure nobody had done something to it before you used it.
Oh, yep.
That was the last of the payphones around here. And there's still one up by Tim's. If you go up to the scenic outlook over by Tim's, there's still a payphone there. And it just looks crusty. It just looks like something.
Yeah.
So, yep, but I used to always do that, use the payphones, and I'd like to make a quick call. Who's calling? I'll be home Friday.
Yep.
Yeah, so then, you know, my mother would say no, she doesn't want to, you know, take charges. Would you like to have a collect call from I'll be home Friday? Nope, I don't want to collect charges. She'd hang up on me. She knew I'd be home Friday.
Yeah.
You got some
My
nose
son
plugs.
used to do that when he was in prison. He would call collect and he says, Mom, I'm okay. I'll call you next week. And then I'll say,
Yep.
no, I don't accept the charges and all.
Yep, that used to be me. My mother, I'll be home Friday or something, you know, whatever. The next note, I'm staying at Teresa's or whatever.
Yeah.
Some nose plugs. You gotta buy the little ones. You gotta buy the super small ones so they fit in your nostril. And cut the string off. If you don't cut the string off, you look funny. But it does. It sucks up a lot of blood. It's what they're supposed to do. And they keep your nose nice and straight. That was the only time I broke my nose. And being out on the ocean did not help with your head just ready to blow. Oh, my head. Oh, being out on the ocean. No. My job was to gaff the shrimp, the fish that came on. Like, they dump the shrimp nets, and there's always a bunch of fish in there that you don't want. And my job was always to gaff them fish out, the ones that they didn't want, get rid of. And bending over. Oh, bending over was horrible.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can imagine.
Yep. Yeah, but I looked badass for about a week, man, until the yellow set in, and then I looked like I had jaundice. I looked like a badass for a while, and then it all turned that yellow-green color. Both eyes, all the way around both eyes and shit. All the way down in the front of my mouth. Oh, yeah. Yeah, when that was all yellow, I looked like I was sick. That was no fun.
Like Hank Jr.
That was no fun. Yep, the boat rocking. Oh, everything was hell. I remember just showing up. I'm like, man, I gotta fucking show up at work. I gotta go. I remember driving there and my eyes were almost buckled shut. And I'm driving, it's like an hour and a half almost to the docks. And I remember driving, and at some point I'm like, man, I can just barely see everything blurry. I'm trying to hold my head up so I can see. Oh, it was horrible. Yeah, it was horrible. My Uncle Bo still calls me Raccoon Eyes because of that. Yeah, I showed up at my buddy's house. I wanted to grab something before I went out. And I showed up at my buddy's house to grab something, and fucking Uncle Bo was there. And first thing, he looks at me, he goes, ha ha ha, and starts fucking laughing at me. It weren't fucking funny, dude. I just went through a big scrap, and you're laughing at my ass. But, he still calls me Raccoon Eyes. He still remembers it.
What about it?
He had a bunch of us. There was Uncle Tom, Uncle Bo, Uncle Bob, Auntie Lisa. That's why everybody calls me Auntie Lisa.
Yep. Or we can stick them out on the tree.
Stick him out on the tree.
It's let me see it. He's wanting to order this. It's a Peekaboo Bigfoot. And he wanted to put it right here on the end of the trailer. I said, or we can put it out in the front yard on the tree by the address shop.
My neighbors love it.
Hi, cowboy. How are you, cowboy? I recognize that.
Yep.
Whoo!
Are you still in Mexico?
Mexico.
Yeah.
Whew. Tim
He
did
was, what was it, Sunday? Yeah, it was Sunday night. I know.
Hiccups relaxing by the pool.
In Mexico? Or back in
Yes.
Florida?
He says, yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am. I don't know. You're relaxing by the pool, and it is 54 degrees here.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen the relaxing by the pool. I don't see it until Lisa shows it to me.
Ah, yeah, I clicking the buttons.
Yeah.
Nice. Keeping up with orders is a good thing. 7 orders at all is a good thing.
Well, he's been having so many orders down there. It's Celtic Distillery. He's
Yeah,
been
Celtic
having so
Hill.
many orders that he's been selling out. So,
Yep. Orders is good. Phew. Legend whiskey. There you go. I was drinking your chocolate covered cherry the other night.
ooh, that sounds so good.
Oh, it is wicked good. Chocolate covered cherry.
Rub it
You shake
in.
it.
Rub it in.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds wicked good. I was drinking that the other night.
Lisa has it. She was drinking it the other night.
Cordials, cherry cordials.
No, chocolate covered cherries is the one Hydro Man makes.
That was wicked good. Well, was. I still have, I don't know, that much in the bottle.
You've
Bottom
been
of the
babying
can.
it. That's like Richard does with some of his good ones and all. When he gets down so far and he goes to try and get another bottle and they don't have it, then he doesn't touch what he has left.
Yep.
In case one day I want it there.
That's like my Blackberry JD. I drank some of it last Thursday.
Copenhagen. Ooh. My daughter went through a thing where she wanted to fucking dip and had something in her lip all the time. I don't know. It is. Your chocolate covered moonshine is fucking awesome. I mean, you can smell it. You know what you're drinking. It's. You can smell the cherry. You can smell the chocolate. It's got that thick stuff, so you shake it, and yummy. Very good.
And I can feel the envy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. I got some clear. I got to figure out what I'm gonna do with. Put some flavoring in it.
I put some watermelon in some clear rye today. I filled the quart jar full of watermelon and then poured the rye over it.
Ooh, first time ever. Not dipping, no smoke. Ooh, I'd be a big bitch, man. Take my smoke away from me. I am a big bitch. I've been smoking Mullen. That's what I have in my pipe. You want to smoke something Mullen? You can find it probably Mexico. They probably have Mullen.
Is that the stuff that's good for your lungs?
Yeah.
Fruits, mixed blueberries, anything berry wise, set aside in the windowsill for a week.
Where are you going to get it?
I don't know.
You can order
Yeah,
some
man.
from Lisa. Richard says he needs some Mullen. Where can he get it?
I see places that you can buy it, but you want to watch what you're buying, that it's fluffy green. And it looks green, it's like a gray silver color. If you buy it and it looks like it's really gray, like shiny gray silvery, it's like a lot of stems. It's like Colombian weed. It's a lot of stems and shit in it.
Oh, yeah.
It's the shake.
I'm gonna send you some seeds so you can start some. It'll takes a while. You can get leaves off the first year, but they're not as potent as the second year. But I have a bunch of seeds ready in your package to go down there.
What?
They kind of like it rocky.
Rocky? Oh, they'll like it here then, because
Yeah.
it's rocky.
They kind of like it rocky. They grow like on the side of the roads, and they grow, off of the edges of, sand pits and stuff. And when I was sick, Tim got that one, and we threw it out there, and there's a bunch of them white rocks to walk on, and
Yeah.
all the little babies were coming up in the little white rocks, and they were doing good. So that's what I did in my garden. I took and put the mullein plant in, and I put all them little white rocks all the way around it, and they're doing really good. The first few I planted, they sat right even with the ground, and they rotted. These ones, I put them in there, and I put rocks all around them, right around the head of them and under the
Well, if they
leaves
give
and
it
stuff.
seeds, then we'll make a flower bed, pour in the little white rocks
Yeah,
or river rocks and all,
Yeah.
and then just sprinkle the seeds around the rocks and let them fall in between it.
that's what I'd do, because that's what happened out there. And man, they came up great. I had like 20 of them. But the first few that I planted, they all rotted. But the next ones that I transplanted and put out there, I put them white rocks all the way tucked right around them. Made a little ring around them. And I want to scratch the screen and smell it. Well, they got to have cigarettes and stuff down there. Or what are you, just going cold turkey and getting rid of it? That was something I remember when I didn't smoke cigarettes. I was like so proud of myself, because there's nothing I need big industry for. I can make my own of everything. Like I can get rid of coffee and just drink tea. My cigarettes, I didn't smoke cigarettes. I can smoke pot or smoke mullein or whatever, Glad you're doing well. I was thinking of you today, Randy. I was going to send you a message. Can't get enough of this pool. I bet you can't. I'm jealous as hell. They must have something down there for cigarettes and shit. Unless you're trying to quit. But goodbye, Randy. We love you. Bye, Patrick. Chew. Mama Bee's poking. Yep, I think this must be the second one. The other one said 110 on it, so I think this is the second one she did. I'm trying to gain weight. You quit cigarettes, you're going to gain weight. You quit cigarettes, and somebody said they gained 30 pounds. And when my mother quit cigarettes, she had gained 18. And my father goes, well, you're halfway there, old hen. I thought she was going to kill him. But she gained 30 pounds. I gained weight when I quit smoking the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tacos. Ooh. We had nachos the
Day before yesterday.
We had nachos the other day, but the little scoops, those scoop things they have, that's how we make nachos. We line the pan with them scoops and then put cheese in it and then put the burger and shit in and then cheese again. They were so salty. And for me to say it's salty, I like salt. I love, salt is, on everything. For me to say it was salty, it was salty.
Wow.
It was salty. So I can't wait to have nachos again, because I kind of feel like I got ripped off. But I don't put all the rabbit food and stuff in my nachos. I like cheese and meat in my nachos, If I'm going to have a salad, I get that off to the side and there's dressing on it, If I want nachos, I want cheese and meat, I got to figure out a nice pizza crust recipe so I can make my own pizza. I've got a hankering to make my own pizza again. We used to buy those ones of like DiGiorno or whatever, and it was just a pizza crust already made and then do it.
Yeah.
But I want to find a good bread recipe and stuff and make my own again. Love you guys. Thanks for support, Chris. Last year was rough. I tell you what.
Well, I got to get some unbleached all-purpose flour so that I can start my sourdough starter.
Text me, Randy. Love you. Yeah, I want to do that again. The sourdough. That was neat. I remember doing that. That kombucha there. We did that for a while way back, Grace. Must have been
I
90s.
I tried kombucha. Tried making kombucha. Yeah. We
I
made
didn't
what?
like.
The
Yeah,
lime?
we did that way back in the 90s too, but that sourdough stuff, that was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's
remember-
killed we made, huh?
I remember it was early 90s because I went, my uncle was sick, and that's why I got back into the herbal thing was for my uncle. And the lady at the class that we went to, she had sourdough starter. And I remember it was kind of funny. It was like, here we are, two women that went to a class for herbal shit. And we were following some lady to her house to go get sourdough starter. And I was like kidding with my girlfriend. I was like, hey, baby, you want some sourdough starter? You know, follow me over here. We didn't have no idea where the fuck we were going. We went anyway, you know, it was just when you're young and dumb, you know. But we did that sourdough starter. My kids, they ate sourdough stuff for the longest time. That saved me a lot of money, man.
Yeah.
You know, muffins and shit, and chocolate chip muffins, and blueberry muffins. And
Let me see.
that saved me a lot of money growing up. Raising them kids, I guess.
Richard got this one.
Sagamore.
Yeah. It's real free. It's 112.2 proof.
Specific.
Yeah.
They have to be specific.
56.1 volume alcohol.
Nice.
I think it's because it's
Ah.
bomb.
Yeah, so yeah, Mark Google, he's on it. He says, I like baking in the winter months. Yeah,
What'd he say?
yeah. They used to have the wood stove that had the oven built into it, and you could bake in there. And I used to do when my son was young, his father had another son before and was older. And we'd have to have him on weekends. And I made those pizzas and in the wood stove. And I forgot about the last one. And the kid comes in through, and of course we lived right on the river, so he's having fun on the river. The kid comes in, he's hungry as hell, and he goes, what are we going to eat for supper? And I go, well, we got pizzas, we've got cheese, we've got pepperoni, we've got meat, we've got deluxe, we've got, you know, all these different pizzas. I made like this huge array of pizzas. And I forgot the last one. So I go, we got this, we got that, and we got crunchy style. Because it was black. I forgot the last one in there. Yeah, it was pretty funny. So his little face, I mean, I don't know, he was probably 9. He was all excited to have, you know, pizza, and I was just cooking him in the wood stove. I'd cook one, you know.
Yeah.
And, we got this, we got that, and we got crunchy style. And I remember him going home and telling the school teacher and shit about it. I'd like to put a wood stove in the camp again, but it's so damn small. I'd have to put it in the basement again like my dad had it. And I remember growing up, we had the wood stove upstairs, but I don't know. I'd have to put the wood stove downstairs, and it's not a finished basement down there. You know, it's dirt floor down there. And
Yeah.
I don't know. My dad's old stove is still there. My old stove that I used to cook the pizzas in. is up here, but I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't trust it now. So I'd like to go back to wood, but it's a lot of mass and I don't know.
A lot more sound, a lot more force.
My mother had a brand new furnace put in. She only used it 4 or 5 years, so there's a brand new furnace that I could fire right up, I guess. If I had to. I used a little propane heater. Just as cheap, just as easy. It's a lot cheaper, actually, than oil.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we'll just renovate and tear it apart. Time to make it mine. I've stayed here and just kind of left it alone because I just live simple, you know. So I've just kind of left it alone. And mom's stuff is all still there. I made room for like fresh sugar and stuff like that I use all the time, like making coffee, my coffee pot and all that I changed. And I have my one little spot that's, a little thing of countertop. And that's all I've done. I haven't changed anything that she had, So open up the cupboards and look in. There's cupboards I haven't even gotten into. Haven't even opened them. I've been here 3 years. Haven't even opened them. Don't know what's in there. Cabinet surprise. I know in the second cabinet there's, like I said, the shaken bacon there from the 70s, man. Hi, Chihuahua Mom. How are you? Thanks for checking in. It's ladies' night, so the women can come in. We haven't had a good track record with women coming in, so I don't invite many women in. But Chihuahua Mom's sticking in there. She's trying. She's coming in.
Yeah,
Eden
Eden
Tammy
comments too.
Yeah, we could send you links to come in and visit us next week if you want to visit.
And
too.
there's Diane Kitchen.
Yeah, I
met
haven't
her.
seen that one yet today.
No, she hasn't come in yet. I met her in Moonshine, Uncle Moonshine's
Oh yeah.
thing on TikTok. Yeah, she's just getting into making.
Good night, Jason Acosta. Does that mean
Good
good night?
night.
You just getting here? Or you
Yeah,
going to bed, young man?
He's been up all day. It's his first night off for the week.
Oh, there you go. There you go. You cook on your wood stove. I love cooking on a wood stove. I miss it. Really tastes better than my gas stove. Yeah. Yep. But Eden Tammy, we'll send you a link if you guys want to come in and visit with us. You're welcome to come in and visit. I don't know if you heard the story about the last girl we asked to come in. Well, I didn't ask him to come in because I kind of had an idea, but on Friday night we had a woman come in and we were like all happy to see him and stuff. She had been no problem. Well, she got in there and she became a problem. And
She was fine during the live. When you went backstage and it wasn't live is when she
Yep. She behaved herself very well until we went backstage, and then when we went backstage, she all started shit. It was crazy. So I haven't invited many women back. So Eden Tammy and Chihuahua Mom. If you want to come in. Well, backstage is when we go, after we go live, we shut the button off and we're not live anymore. And everybody just stays there and chats. And we talk about stuff that we can't talk about online.
out here. Yeah.
I'm too shy for that. Yeah. That's why some people like to stay and come backstage when nobody can see them but us. We have a few of the guys come back and stuff.
Yeah.
And we started this. We thought maybe, some of the Moonshine wives would want to come in. and they don't. They don't want to come in. They're scared of how they'll look or something. I finally got over. I don't care how I look. We had a
Yeah. If they don't want to look, they can scroll on past us.
Yep. Mama B called me one day and she had Amanda Bryant with her. And I was so surprised. I was the last person on my radar I thought Mama B was going to call me with. So it was a video call. So I pull them up on video call and she goes, and look who's here. And Amanda sticks her face in and I'm like, oh, you should see my face. I look so foolish. In every picture, there I am with Amanda Bryant. I'm like, hey, let me get a still shot. And I'm like, get over it. I'm stuck being who I am. If you pulled up today, this is who I am. And, I'm freaking pumped, he says. But we thought maybe some of the women would like to come in, and we do have some quality women that do come in. I mean, Jamie's busy tonight.
Jason, we've heard. Jason and Joe is the lucky winners of the Still in the Clear monthly drawing for $1,750 store credit for Moon. What is it? Copper Moon Steel in Missouri.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm freaking pumped. I see you sent me a message, but I can't open it.
Yeah.
I gotta go off stage to open it. Well, we're glad to have you here, listening and commenting every now and then. We bounce around a lot and kick up a lot. Are you in Mark Morgan's Moonshine group, Morgan Moonshine? We kicked up Monday night, got a little bit loose and joking around. But we're always glad to have the girls in here and comment. And the commenters make half of it. I mean, everybody showing up and commenting and interacting. That's half of it, of us talking to comments.
Yeah.
And it makes it. So we're glad to have you here. We're glad to have you here. How's that watermelon treating you, Charlene?
Well, I drank the rest of the half bag and then I drunk half of another bag, so it's treating me pretty good.
Me too. We love you anyway. Moonshine,
Yes.
Melissa. I always say goodnight to him when we get done, whether he's on there or not. Get done and I push the button for the end stream and we all go to do that thing. I always say goodnight to Damon before I close it out and Z out. But sometimes I end the stream and the guys end up talking. I just leave it open for the guys to sit there and gab. And last Friday, Tom says, Tom and Damon and Santa, they were all taken off. So they're like, Lisa, you got it? I'm like, yeah, I got it. You can see me down there, right? You can see my little computer guy. Yep. I didn't have control of nothing. I didn't get the admin control before they all left. We all thought I had control, but I didn't have control. So it was only me, Phil, and Roy sitting back there. I couldn't let anybody in. I couldn't nothing. I didn't have control. And I'm like, yeah, I'm all set because you can see me down there. I saw me down there, but I didn't see everybody else. And I should have known. I should have known, but it was late and I was drinking. Surprise, surprise. Jason says, Charlene, did you put any sugar when you put watermelon in the jar?
No. No sugar. I just watermelon and alcohol.
Oh, yes. Sorry to hear that, Eden Tammy. I'm a widow. I've been widowed twice. Sucks. Really does. It sucks. Well, you're happy to talk to us. You bounce shit off us. We're probably the least judgmental people you'll meet because
Yeah.
we've all seen shit. You know? We've seen some shit. 3 years ago, that's pretty fucking new too.
Yeah.
Rye whiskey, rye whiskey, rye whiskey.
I remember I was about 3 years out when I met my boyfriend now. Well, I've known him since school, but we came
Just
back
one
around
thing,
each other
Jason.
at about 3 years and got together. And I was about 3 years out of my last one. And oh no. 12-year-old autistic boy. Them fucking autistic kids, man, they go right for water.
Oh my goodness.
They go right for water. And you guys got a lot of
Yeah.
water. Yeah, my son's autistic. And he is a water bug. He didn't care if he could swim or not. He was in that water. I have pictures of us when he was younger. I used to put that big, life preserver on him. And through the back shoulders, I tied a rope through there and had it this big long dog rope. And he'd go in the river and he'd bob all the way down. I'd reel him back in. He'd bob all the way. He didn't care if he could swim or not. He was in that water. And they say that's something with autistic kids, that they do love the water. That's wicked sad. That's wicked sad. Fucking hell he is, man. I couldn't imagine. I
It's a
couldn't
wonder they
imagine.
found him at all
Yeah,
with the alligators.
yeah. Well, they probably tear a piece off and go with it,
Yeah.
Just sad. Yeah, it's sad. Yeah. They say autistic kids, they love the water. There was a kid a little while ago. He was autistic. I don't know. He was probably 12, and he headed right for the water and ended up drowning.
Oh. Yeah.
And that's when I found out about the statistics. I knew my son loved water. I mean, we had him in that pre-K shit, and they're in there and they're washing all the toys. We're talking to the people after hours, and they're in there washing all the toys, and they got like this cleaning solution in toys. And they had a bleach and water bucket, and then they had a water bucket for all the toys. They were washing them. And I'm standing there talking to the ladies, and they're washing away, not paying attention. I'm not paying attention. Next thing you hear is this big splash. There's my kid in the big bucket that they're washing. He just jumped in. He wanted in the water. And he goes.
Oh goodness.
Good. Anything water, man. He loves it. He loves the
Because
water.
1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon, Jason?
He said 1 tablespoon.
I think that's what he
We
said.
put 1 tablespoon sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 years. That's
Yeah, 1 tablespoon.
a girlfriend of mine. She's 2 years out of her, when she got widowed. My buddy Sam died, and she's having a hard time doing anything. She can't change nothing. She doesn't want to, move chair. She wants everything to be the same as when he was there, and it's really fucking hard. And I can't say nothing because my mom's been gone almost 7 years, and I still have a coffee cup and a dish strainer, so I can't say nothing, Richard needs to get down on some of the watermelon.
You need to get sat down on some of the watermelon.
Hell no.
He says, hell no. You probably heard it.
I don't do watermelon. No.
Yeah. He does not do watermelon.
Maybe that's what I'll try with some of that clear I have to give it taste. I gotta do something because I got that clear and it's, I don't know, it's not the best. So I want to flavor it. I wanna
You sure
flavor it
cannot taste the sugar, that's for sure.
in. The face.
It hurts you.
Yeah, when it pulls the pucker line right here.
Oh my goodness, yes, it hurts so bad. It grabs your taste buds and all in the back of your jaws.
Yeah.
I'm going to be baby in the other bag. I only got one bag left.
It was right the other night. I finished off the dumb fuckery one. 100 proof barrel. I finished that one off the other night too. That one was really good.
First go around.
How many days does it need to set, Jason? First go around, first jar?
Say something up here. Nope. I thought he said something up here about letting it. Oh, that was Cowboy said something about letting it sit for a week. It wasn't Jason.
Oh,
I think it was about a week. He says, "Yep." So same.
About a week.
about a week. So I wrote today's date. Today's the 28th, so probably about the 2nd or 3rd.
So you let it sit with a tablespoon of sugar and all that watermelon in there for a week. You strain it and then you do it again. Is this the
Yeah.
triple part of it? You do it 3 times.
Yeah, I think so. If I understood him right.
I gotta
Which
try
I-
something. I haven't done watermelon yet, so I'm jealous as hell. I'm gonna try it. I got
Me
some
neither.
clear here.
But I think at
Who's
the
done?
end, after I filter it and all, I might get yeah, he says 3 times the watermelon flavor packets and put one of those in there.
Some
The
of them
flavor-
reels. Them things I sent you, that lady does some weird shit, huh? She
Yeah.
uses all those flavor packets, you know, that you can buy at like the dollar store or whatever.
Yeah, I might
And,
find a watermelon one and put in there just to give it some color because it will be cloudy.
My dog's over there all tits up, laying on the bed, all spread eagle. No shame to herself whatsoever.
Lexi's all
Shit.
curled up on the top of the center console of the couch.
Should've got on to it.
Oh, with her back to Richard because she's pouting because he got onto her. And
Fine. I call it a
Right.
play puppy
Yeah.
pose, you know, her little back legs are all spread right out. It's like everything's right in the open. Hey Dan, how are ya?
licking her paws.
I was sharing your farm to bottle stuff today. I was. Look who's coming. We're about to go backstage if you'd like a link pretty soon. I'm about ready to send out the links for backstage. We will all kick up.
Jason,
Tag
you want to
me.
link the backstage?
Yep. Dan, if you tag me and shit, I'll reshare it. Just tag me in it, and I'll reshare it.
So you let it sit for about a week, and
Great.
then
I'll send you one.
that 3
Couple
times.
minutes. Let's say goodbye to everybody that came in. I'll start sending out some links. We'll go backstage.
Jason
Jason?
says,
Jason, you gonna come in too? Earl, you still here? Phil, you still here? You go to Facebook. You're gonna lose me for a second, maybe. Oh, that's wicked cool.
"What's
Jason.
that?"
That's that more right. It's really good.
Yeah.
That one was easy to find. Some people I only send a link to like once a week. It'll dig for you guys.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Roy. I wonder what Roy's up to.
I haven't seen him either.
No, he had a good bonfire last time I saw. Dan, I'll send you one.
I think after all the kids get settled and get back into routine and all, then Jamie and all of them might pop back in.
Yeah,
Right
it's hard
They're
right
still
now.
trying to get into routine and all. Oh, I got a Charlie horse or something. My back of my leg is burning.
Phil, I sent yours to Phil, right? I didn't have to send it to Marfugel. Earl, I think that's everybody now. Earl, Yosemite Sam. I didn't send it there. I sent it to Earl.
Yeah, because I think they did away with his Yosemite Sam.
Yep, he's here. Good night, Eden Tammy. Thank you for stopping in, hon. Anytime you want to gab. Chihuahua Mama, you too. You guys, you've hung in there and been there each week. We appreciate you. Thank you. Learn a little bit more about you and stuff. It's kind of neat.
Come
Very
back
neat.
again next week.
Yes, that would be very neat. You guys are welcome to join us next week. Think about it. Come on in.
Yep.
Had to make a whole new. Yeah, just for the group. Yeah. Rain check. No worries. No worries. You're in the comments. We can interact with you. We were happy with that. If you're happy with that, we were happy with that. If you want to come in, you come in. You'll know when you're ready. I knew when I was ready. I did my first podcast. I just sat there in the corner and went, yep. Big eyes. Yep. Mm-hmm. Agreed with everybody.
I'm very into it too.
That's how it went.
I was really conscious about how I'd look.
Yep. And I finally got over about it because I was like, if somebody pulled up and needed help getting hauled out of the ditch, this is who they get. And they're lucky if they get it this well. You know? You know? So, but anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in. Chihuahua Mom. Eden, Tammy. Good night, girls. Thank you. Jason, I sent you one. Dan Gray, I sent you one. Marfugu, I sent you one. Earl, I sent you one. Mark Morgan, if you're still here. Night, honey. Dave Dance, if you're still here. Night, honey. Morgan Stewart. Night, hon. Everybody's going to just tune in to the last few minutes to see if they get mentioned. Jeremy Stewart, thank you if you're still here. I'm trying to go through the comments, see who was here. Toby. Good night, Toby. Apple Rye was here. KP was here. Let's see, we got tomorrow night will be the shit show. And Saturday will be Santa. And
Sunday will be chaos.
Yeah, Sunday will be Afraid Not. But I think Saturday, Jason Bartolozzi has something on too. He's not militia and all that, but we love him, so we'll support him. And Sunday will be Afraid Not. Mondays, me and Mark on Mark Morgan's Moonshine. And also Still Talking. Still Talking does one at 9 o'clock. And Wednesday Santa. Anyway, you guys just tune in. Each night we got something going on.
Moonshine Collective. Tuesday
Bye, Chihuahua Mama.
Tuesdays.
Bye, Chihuahua Mama. And Dave Dance. Good night, honey. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Maybe on the shit show. But anyway, night everybody. I'm gonna push the button. We've been our 2.5 hours. We've taken up enough of your time. You're probably sick of us by now. We'll see you next
night.
week.
Ta-ta.
Good night. Think of Mama B and think of her mama. She's got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Jamie's kids are 6. Think of them. April and Gabriel. Love you. Good night, everybody. Bye.
Good night.